But for what is your measure of a man? Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Skyward Sword. Today we're talking to Fee. Surprised? I'm not. I got some updates to discuss. Some cool facts. I don't know what the definition of factoid is. I was gonna say it, but I don't know if it's the right word. Well, we got the chain hooks, the double claw shot, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called. And, well, I've moved. That's something, an IRL thing. I don't know if people are interested in that. However many days or weeks or months or years or decades after this is uploaded that people watch it. But I have moved. You might be able to tell that the audio quality is different. I don't know if it's better or worse, or if it's just sort of the same in a different way. You know, because that's something that makes sense. Yeah, I've got some rudimentary soundproofing set up. I don't have all my sound foam set up. I have 4 pieces along the edge of my table, and behind that is 2 empty cardboard boxes used from moving, and I also have several cardboard boxes along the walls. I don't have them like stacked up. I put a cardboard box on top of another cardboard box. Both are like flat against the wall, but it just sort of caved. Hopefully it doesn't echo too much. There's like nothing in this room aside from cardboard boxes, a desk, some electronics, and me. This is actually, if anyone's wondering, this is my new recording studio. It's no longer being recorded in my room or even in my house. That's right, I have my own recording studio for free. It's basically a little shack of kinds. It's alright. It's not too bad. It doesn't have cooling, like AC or anything like that, but it has electricity. It might not have electricity soon. They got a letter in the mail saying that the people who do the internet for this area, this studio, is going to like shut it off. Because, like, nobody's been in here for decades. But, I didn't think there was internet in here before. Now, I have recorded, at least one video, the Aussie McGee. So this isn't the first thing being recorded in this studio, unfortunately. It's probably higher quality than the Aussie McGee because it has the cardboard boxes around the room. I also recorded... I did a test stream to see how the internet was, and I don't think it cut out, but it's sort of slow, since it is disconnected from the property and doesn't have a router of its own. I do this a lot in the video, by the way. I'd like chain hook to something and then just keep bringing up the other one. But yeah, I am very happy with this setup. Hopefully it continues being good. I've told my streamer buddy Doombringer about it and he seems interested. So if you like those streams and the excellent gameplay that's provided, like this video when I'm not even talking as I play, when I get shocked like 4 times by a slime or however many, whatever happened. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully the electricity situation is sorted out, because that's pretty much the only thing that I'm worried about with this studio. I can still like bring in a computer because I have a laptop. It has battery power. I can bring it in, set up the bare essentials stuff, and just record for the several minute videos, tens of minutes. Like, it's about the same length, the recording I did for Ozzy McGee, and the length of this video, which you might not believe because Ozzy McGee was 3 minutes long. But that's because I do a lot of takes, and I was sick when I was making that video, so I maybe would have done more takes than usual. But what I do is I record a line, and then maybe I try and enunciate it differently, and then so on. I'm still a little sick, so if I like sniffle or cough in this episode, I don't think I have. There I do. There I do. If I do. I was gonna say, there we go, and if I do, then please try to just grit your teeth and bear through it. I don't know if my audience has a problem with that. I have noticed other audiences having problems with that sort of stuff. Well, here we are, halfway through the video. Barely talked about the game. I don't know how much more I can gush about being happy that I have this recording studio, because one of the biggest things about one of the biggest problems I had with previous areas is that I don't like recording with other people in the same house or the same building or whatever. Maybe not the same building. If I'm in like an apartment or something, I won't really care that somebody's... Well, maybe I would, come to think of it. The point is, I got a recording studio, so I'll be able to stream at any time of the day, for any length. I don't have to worry about people coming in and just like doing whatever they do. I mean... Sorry, I've been sleeping really bad lately. I don't have to worry about people being in the same building as me, so that's pretty cool. I haven't had experience recording a video in an apartment. Never mind, I have, I just remembered. But that wasn't really an apartment. That was like a townhouse or something. One of the videos I did for the Banjo-Kazooie series, where I did it in Korea. That was an epic fail. I'm so sorry. If you're tired, comment in the comments that you're tired. So I can be confused about it in the future. Yeah, I think I'm going to be... Watch me say the exact same words over and over, because I'm tired. I'm like barely thinking about anything. So you'll have to bear with me. Though I suppose if you're watching these videos in the first place, you're probably going to be used to it. Or if it is like your first time watching, you know, why would you start with episode 20 or whatever episode this is? But it's pretty good. And there is a cockroach or a spider or something crawling on my laptop. So maybe the studio's not everything it's cracked up to be. I recently took an exam, a multiple choice exam. I don't go to school, I did it as an entrance sort of thing. This cockroach is it a cockroach? Yeah, I think it's a cockroach. Oh no, it's... Ah. Just crawled into my computer. Not like into it, but like behind it, where I couldn't swipe it away. I took an exam, multiple choice, and in these types of exams, it's a like general knowledge thing, and it's most of the questions are like math-based, where you get a source, like for a few questions, like about flowcharts or like stuff like that. Stuff where you work from a source and then just answer the questions using that source. But sometimes the source they give you is something about like poems or short stories or cartoons, stuff like that, where they ask you a subjective question. You know, like, what is this comic trying to convey? What is the author, what are they trying to convey with what this person is saying? What do these surroundings have to do with blank, blah, 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 blah. And I don't like subjective questions like that, because everyone's worldview is, you know, unique, and the way that we experience things is tied into the ways that we have experienced things in the past, the way that we interpret things. And so when you ask me if this person is like feeling a sense of despair, or if they're just like more calm, like my interpretation of despair is like screaming or something. And in the short story, they calmly just say that you know, whatever they said. I don't remember things. And so I was like, oh yeah, they're not like screaming and crying, so they're probably a little more like controlled about it. No, I was wrong about that. That was in my practice test. I circled it, head full of charisma, hand full of pen, just circling that answer, and it was wrong. I went through the marking thing, marking all my questions, you know. Subjective questions are objectively not good. I bought it around. I'm a genius. This little area is pretty much just animal abuse. I mean, that's... You just like saunter on in. Just all these little critters just lying around. I like how they write vrr and stuff like that. I also like how like desolate and empty this place feels. I don't know if desolate is the word that I'm thinking of, but like how hollow it is with the lifeless forms around and the just like no real music. And the reverb. Yeah, the reverb. That's ace. Then you use the gust bellows to blow it away the sand, and then, oh, there's a big scorpion. And then you kill the scorpion, even though it's just a creature trying to get through its day. You know, just stabbed in the eye or whatever. And it's like, are you supposed to feel good about doing that? It's just, yeah, there's no like big triumphant sound. It's just, you've just killed this creature under the assumption that there would be anything in this facility. And then, you know, you gotta lighten the mood by making it, trying to push away all the sand so you can't reach the door, but that didn't work.